Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a coffee shop theme for the base color. I first applied Paparazzi in Simply Lovely. Over that I applied Candy Moyo 932. I'm first going to take this plate Gen C-F016 and I'm going to pick up this image here to give a falling snow look. For the pickup, I'm going to use Miniology's Coconut B268. That way we can see the snow versus the background. And I'm going to do this on each nail except for one. Okay, and I switched to Miniology's front page B462 because Coconut was not showing up the way I wanted. I'm now going to go to plate XY-NB09 and pick up this image here. We'll be using Miniology's Acorn B498. And I'll need to do this image twice. So I'll do that one more time and be back. Okay, so if you remember, I picked up this plate from UberChic. It is called Little Landscapes, and I'm going to get these two images here because they definitely give me like a coffee shop vibe. I will mention that this plate does have a backing, but it doesn't overlap like the other ones. So like this one. So just be careful because I feel like it's still a little bit, I don't know, not sharp, but it would help if it was overlaid a little bit, but just be careful if you get a plate like that. Okay, so I'll just start with this one here. So before I go to the next plate, I'm going to go ahead and color in my little, I think they're gonna be like a, kind of like a walkway for this mani. So I'm gonna use Maybelline Serene Steel for that. So I'll start this with you guys and then I'll pause it and finish the rest so you're not having to watch the same image twice. Now, some images that are large, you can just use the actual brush to your polish bottle, but since this part has it's thinner at the first part of it, I've decided just to use my art brush to do so, or nail art brush. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this one and the other one and come back. Okay, and while I give those a minute to dry, I'm gonna go to this plate, Pretty Fingers by Robin, Snowflakes and Cocoa. And we're going to get this lady here, which is the smaller image to this one. Yeah, so it missed part of the shoulder area, so I'm gonna redo that and be back. Okay, so a couple of things I'm gonna mention is first of all, I switched to the larger one because it'll fit on the nail. Now, it still didn't get the gloves great, but I'm gonna make it work. So what I'm finding is, because I had the issue with that other one I used as well, these lines I think are so fine that it's hard to get it in the groove enough to where it'll get a good pickup. So if you have this plate, let me know if you have that issue as well, or if not, how do you make it work? So with this scraper, I have found that tilting it up more tends to work better, but for this specific image, it did better when I let it lay down more so and kind of do it instead of coming down with the scrape, went to the side with it. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I did go back. Curiosity got the better of me just to try again, but it took me like a few more times to get this one, so I'm just gonna leave it. Um, not really sure because I'm doing the same thing I do on my other plates, so guess I'll have to practice on that one. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna apply my little walkways here. And then I'll just peel this piece off. I don't need that. Okay, so I freed up those two stampers, had to fold my napkin because I made such a mess. I'm wanting to get these two images here. So this one is the smaller of this, and this one is the smaller of this. So let's see how those pick up. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first. Yeah, see, it's still... Okay, so I'll try it again and be back. Okay, so I'm just going to be honest. Um, so I did attempt multiple times to get each one. Um, I'm just really wasting polish. So I even tried to switch back to my old scraper card, and I've tried to go to a different stamper instead of this one. And this is the best pickups I can get. So let's see. This top one is this one. And I'm going to work with it, but it is not the best pickup. And the same with this one, which is this. It doesn't matter what way I do it, I cannot get the completed pickup. So I'm gonna have to watch others and see how they got it to pick up. Because I know a couple other channels got this plate, so my apologies. Okay, and for my last pickup, or I think I might have one more thing, little thing. I'm gonna go to manual edgy plate M288, and we're gonna get this image here. This, obviously, we don't need the whole thing. I'm just gonna get whatever gets on the stamper. I'll just do the bottom half. See, that picked up great. And I did the same thing on the other plate, so I really don't know. Okay, so we're gonna reverse stamp this image, and for the brick background, I'm gonna use Candy Moyo 930. So I'm trying to not get the table because I'm going to do it in a different color. And the chair. So I think what'll be best is to go ahead and color in the table and chairs so I don't get on them. So I'm going to go to new color 997. Okay, so I'm going to do the chairs and be right back. Okay, so I ended up not liking that red was too dark compared to the table color. So I repicked it up and colored in the table the same color I was already going to use. And the little flowers I did yellow and the stem I did green. So for the brick color this time, I'm going to go to Candy Moyo 951. And it's dried enough now. I'm just going to take the whole brush and go across. And then to kind of get like a cement or like a for the what the table is sitting on, I'm going to take the same color I used earlier, Serene Steel, and do the same thing lower. And I came down a little bit more with it, which I think I still might just a little bit more, and then I'll leave it. Okay, so for this image, I'm going to go to Pure Ice, Showstopper, and color in the window so it looks like light is coming through. I'm going to do it on the door windows as well. And for the door frame and window frames, I'm gonna, oh, excuse me, I bumped it. Go back to this color. Okay, so then I'll finish the door in this color and be back. Then I'm gonna do the bottom portion in Candy Moyo 957. And I think I'm also gonna do that to this very top area here. And I'm gonna give that just a minute to dry before I finish the rest. So for this image, I'm gonna go to Candy Moyo 941 for part of it and probably mostly do like just different brown tones I've already used. So this one, I'm gonna go with like the coffee pot here, and I'm not gonna color every single little thing, but I'm gonna do a little few of them. Okay, and this is a color I've already used. Okay, so I'm just gonna see if there's any more bread through here and do the same thing. Okay, now I'm going to the lighter color for some. And now I'm taking Color Vibe Whiteout for the whipped cream areas. I think I'm gonna also do these on the straws. In this cup here. Okay, now I'm taking Color Vibe Lunar, and I'll color in these ice cubes here and any of the, like this top, any little glassware that's left. I'll put the little coffee swirls. So there's one here, and I've already done the one up here. Okay. Now when I put it over the black, you'll be able to see the that lunar better. See that little shimmer right there with that the ice cubes. Okay, so I'm going back to this image, and I'm going to take that same color I used for the bricks on the other one and color the rest of this one in. So it's dried enough, or I can just take that brush and go across. That just saves time. And then the piece that I got over, it's okay. I can get that off. And to do so, I just took the scraper and just pushed it over. I'm wanting to add just a little bit of that gray to give it a concrete look. Okay, so for these coffee cups, I'm going to take that light color to place on the inside. Okay, so the bottom of this one has I guess it's supposed to be a cookie because there's also a gingerbread man, that didn't get fully picked up on the pickup. So I'm going to color that in with one of the colors I've already used earlier. At least the parts that didn't get picked up well. And also for that little bit of cookie that's showing. And I'm looking at the plate so I can tell what the images actually are. Then it looks like maybe some cinnamon or something beside it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well with it. Okay, and I'm going to do that same color for the mat of this one. At least that's what I think it is supposed to be. Like, or tray, maybe like that. And this one has a candy cane. I'm going to make it like a mint one. So I'm going to use Candy Moyo 937. And the other one has, I don't know if it's a straw or a candy cane. This one's like uh turned. This one's straight. So I'll just go ahead anyway, whether it's a straw or candy cane, and make it the same color tone. Okay, for this cup, I'm going to take Color Vibe in Blue Skies. Just so it's like a winter color. And then for the handle, I'm just tapping around it to get it on there. Okay, look at this one. And this one we'll do Candy Mayo 956. And we'll look at this one. Okay, last image. Our lady here, I'm going to do her mug in that mint color. Her face tone, I used Sally Hansen Instant Coffee 138. Her jacket, I'm using Kenny Moyo 957. That's a color I did use earlier. For her hair, I'm going to this color, Kenny Moyo 941. Give her some chocolate brown hair. Okay, and then for her scarf, I'm gonna do yellow. And then on the gloves, the part that's showing, I'm gonna go in with the light brown just to bring in like a two-tone. And this is another color I did use earlier. Okay, and I had a look at the plate. On the image, the gloves are touching, so the space here, I'm gonna color that in. Okay, I'll look at her. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna apply the coffee shop first. Okay, and then I'm applying the table or the outside area. And for both of them, I'm taking my gray that I used and I'm just gonna bring it down. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing with this one and be back. Okay, and then I'm gonna let them dry for a minute. Okay, now we're gonna add the two coffees to this now. I'm gonna tilt this one a little bit. Okay, and then this image is going to this now. Okay, so I'll have to add a little more sticky base to that one. Okay, now I'll apply the piece that I couldn't get on there. So it's not just a bare spot. I like this thing too. I wonder if I can fit it. I will. There it goes. Okay. Ready? Now we're gonna apply the lady. Okay, and last thing, I'm gonna go back to this plate and get, but first coffee. I'm just gonna get that part, not the little mug. And we're gonna place it down on the nail. I'm gonna scrape it this direction to see if I can avoid more pickup. Or not more pickup, but less cleanup. Only still got a little piece there and there. Okay, get that nail and place this right here. Okay, so now I'm taking Simply Lovely and I'm going to use my old brush and dot around on the concrete to basically give like a fallen, like the snow's, fallen on it. And that'll also help it not look so harsh. So I'm going to do that to this one and the other one and be back. Yeah, and I feel like that's better. So that is it. That's the coffee shop Manny. So I did the walkway, little cobblestone walkway for this one, for the front of the coffee shop and the little sitting area of the coffee shop. Both of them have the cement area, concrete, whichever you want to call it, with the fallen snow look on it. And then this is all the things coffee for the coffee shop. And then the coffee mugs here. And I tilted that one just to kind of not make it look so uniform. I didn't want them like in a straight line or anything. And then the main focal point for me was the lady. And it says, but first coffee. And she got her little mug. I really like this one. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I do greatly appreciate it. I really hope that you'll give me a thumbs up, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will list all of the Maniology products I used in the description box, and I'll also leave the name of the other two plates that I used. Thank you so very much, and until the next one, have a blessed day, friends. Bye.